Hey there, Capricorn. How are you doing? This is your general reading, tarot reading for the week of October 26th to November 1st. Let's see what the cards have to say. They've already been shuffled and cut. So, and I know the background may sound a little odd, but it says it's a Capricorn sound bath. So I did that for Virgo, and I thought it would be nice to do it for you guys. They say it's an earthy sound for the stability of Capricorn. I think it sounds a little weird, to be honest. I might have to find a different one for the next reading next week. But let's see what we have for you for the week of October 26th through November 1st for Capricorn. What is happening? I think that was too many. What is happening, Spirit, for the week of October 26th to November 1st for Capricorn? What's happening for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? Uh-oh. What does Capricorn need to know, Spirit? I just need 3 cards. Oh, geez. What does Capricorn need to know for the week of October 26th to November 1st? What does Capricorn need to know, Spirit? What does Cap need to know? What do our Capricorns need to know? Okay, Spirit, let's get some clarifiers. Not qualifiers, clarifiers. I can speak today. I swear I can. All right, let's clarify the 5 of Cups, Spirit. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Let's clarify the 5 of Cups, Spirit. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Why is the 5 of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the 5 of Cups here in Capricorn's reading? What's the 5 of Cups doing here, Spirit? Tell me about the 5 of Cups. Let me know about the 5 of Cups, Spirit. Being a little stubborn there, Spirit. Kind of like a cap. Kind of like a cap. All right, why is the 5 of Cups here for Capricorn's reading, Spirit? Why is the 5 of Cups here? All right. Okay. That's interesting. All right, and then, okay, so that's why the Death card's there. And why do we have the 3 of Pentacles here, Spirit? What's the 3 of Pentacles doing here for Capricorn? What's the 3 of Pentacles doing here for Capricorn? What is the 3 of Pentacles doing here in this reading for Capricorn? What is the 3 of Pentacles doing here for Capricorn? What are the 3 of Pentacles doing here for Cap? Okay, 7 of Wands. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. So, we have the Page of Cups, which clarified the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is all about regret. Look, she's sitting there crying over spilled milk. She's regretful over what she's done. So either your person did something they regret, or you did something that you regret. Made a bad choice, responded to somebody badly. Something's lost here. But with the Page of Cups clarifying it, this is new ideas and new inspiration and love. A spark of genius, you know, and so we've got all these things just floating around in the air. They're hopeful. They think there's so many possibilities. So maybe through the mistake and what you lost here, maybe, I don't know why that just turned itself on. Oh no. Hold on, guys. My heater just turned itself on. That's weird. Okay. Could that be confirmation? And then my fan just turned it. I don't know what's happening today. All of my devices, they're just going crazy. All right. Anyways. Okay. So we have regret clarified by new ideas and inspiration. Did you have a new idea that didn't go too hot? That you regret? Is that what happened here? Something happened where a new idea did not work out the way you thought it would. But I feel like that's going to bring in something better after you heal from what was lost. So let's see here, because next we have the Death card, which is all about transformation and rebirth. It's not necessarily about an actual physical death. It's an ego death. The person you once thought you were is no longer that. And this card oftentimes comes to us after we have a change of perspective and we let go of limiting beliefs. We let go of the past. We let go of past lessons in the Hanged Man. And then we move into our ego death and transformation. And so this is not having to do with toxic attachments. This is having everything to do with who you thought you'd be, who you thought you were, how you showed up. And this is actually in the placement of your present day. This is what's happening right now. So Capricorn, you are going through a much needed transformation right now. And you're going through rest and recovery from heartbreak. Through the heartbreak brought you rest and recovery, where you will transform and that old self will fade away and allow for the new version of yourself to come in and all the new blessings that are coming in, because this is your future pile. So in the future, I see what's coming down the line for you is you're going to be collaborating with someone. There's going to be calibration. Oh my God. I can talk today. I swear I can. So the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, teamwork, coming together. Maybe there's going to be a great job offer coming down the line for you. Maybe you're getting certified in something and you're going to pass your test, and then you're going to be taking on a bunch of teamwork and collaborations with other people. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe you got a promotion. It could be a lot of things. So I think you're embarking on a new adventure here in the future, and you're going to be protecting this new adventure through adversity. Okay? So through the collaboration and the teamwork could come competition, where you're going to need to stay steadfast in your beliefs, hold on to who you are, and maintain who you are, because there's going to be something better coming from this. I feel it. Okay? But as of right now, you have beautiful things coming down the pipeline. I feel like it's in your career and in your job, or maybe you're going to be making some new friends, meeting some new people, building new relationships. But you're going to have to stay true to who you are deep down, but not give back into the ego of who you used to be. You need to get back to your roots and find out who you are deep down. And I'm pretty sure when we get our healing advice cards from our Embracing the Shadow Oracle deck, it's probably going to be guiding us into how we get here from here. Okay? So from what was lost, you will arrive at the beautiful world of teamwork and collaboration, and being able to protect who you really are deep down once you go ahead and find yourself. Okay? Through the rest and recovery and the death of the ego. All right? This is all tied in together, okay? So let's get some healing advice cards from our Embracing the Shadow deck, and let's see what kind of healing advice do we have for Capricorn? What healing advice does Capricorn need to know? What healing advice does Capricorn need to know, Spirit? What healing advice does Capricorn need to know? What healing advice does Cap need to know, Spirit? What? Oh, that's interesting. That looks like a Capricorn on that card. That's wild. I'm going to pull another one because I want to get you guys 2 of them. But doesn't that look like a Capricorn on that card? I've been watching Capricorn videos to tap into your energy, and I think that's really interesting. Because you got like the goat horns, it almost seems like, or tree branches or something coming out of the head there. And it almost looks like a goat. That's interesting. So this card says, Abandonment Echo. Realizing where feelings of rejection stem from. Trust that you are never truly alone because you are always with yourself. I added that last part in there. But that's an affirmation I was using for a very long time because, you know, when you go through your healing journey, you're going to want to, if you have childhood trauma, if you have really bad childhood trauma, you may need to go back and reparent yourself. And so I went through a period of time where I was doing that. I had to reparent myself because I was not parented. And I honestly believe that a healing journey is not linear. You're always going to be working on yourself. You always want to strive to be better than the person that you were the day before. And so we see here with the Abandonment Echo that we've got some childhood stuff here. We've got some wounds that we need to heal because look, recognize where feelings of rejection stem from. That's the root cause. That tells me that you need to reparent yourself. I really feel reparenting because you have abandonment issues here. Maybe from previous relationships. Maybe it's from childhood stuff. Maybe it could really be from anything. And I've even heard that children that were taken away from their parents at birth have subconscious abandonment issues. I remember when Elizabeth Carson was talking about that when she was with Forbidden Knowledge, and she used to tell us that she had to go back into the womb and relive the experience of her birth so she could figure out why she had such severe abandonment issues. And sometimes that's just what we need to do. And we need to realize that we are never truly alone because we are always with ourselves. We can be our best friend. We can be the parent we never had. We can be all of that for ourselves. We can be whole and complete without anyone to complete us. And so in order to get to the beauty, you really need to heal these abandonment issues that are lying underneath, okay? So let's see if Spirit has any more healing advice for us, okay? Is there any more healing advice for Capricorn? Do you have any other healing advice for Capricorn, Spirit? Do you have any other Capricorn healing advice? Oh. Wow. That's interesting. Very similar to the card we just got. So, look here. Breaking mental change. I can't speak today. My God. Breaking mental chains, not change. Old belief systems can keep you stuck. Be willing to challenge and rewrite them. So you need to rewrite your story. So there's some deep-rooted stuff here from childhood, from the abandonment issues, and the mental chains from those abandonment issues. You need to let go of it. You need to have that ego death that we talked about with the death card. Okay? You need rest and recovery. You need healing. You need to work on those childhood wounds that have never been addressed. You have mental chains and abandonment's echo. You need to do some healing work. You need to go on a healing journey. Now, if grief is a part of this, I just found out about this new book. Not new, it's really not new, but I just found out about the book. It's called Grief Recovery Handbook. And It'll help you close the gap between any grief or loss you may have experienced, breakups, divorce, losing children, losing jobs, losing friends. It could be anything. So I highly suggest looking into that. I also suggest Nicole LaPera's How to Do the Work and How to Meet Yourself. I'm actually working through those 3 books actually myself, and it's really, it helps, okay? And do your shadow work, ask yourself deep questions, sit with yourself, journal, do all these things, affirm yourself, and remind yourself that, you know, nobody's perfect, but that's okay, you know? And we just need to realize that we just got to heal ourselves, okay? All right, let's see what messages we have from the angels. What kind of angel advice do we have for Capricorn? What angel advice do we have for Capricorn today, Spirit? What angel advice do we have for Capricorn today for next week, for the week of October 26th, November 1st? What advice do we have for Capricorn? What advice do we have for Capricorn? And what advice do we have for Capricorn? What advice do the angels have for Capricorn, Spirit? What advice do angels have for Capricorn? What advice do the angels have for Capricorn? All right. Put those over there. Let's get some messages from your person. Give me some messages from Capricorn's person, Spirit. Give me some messages from Capricorn's person. Give me some messages from Capricorn's person to Capricorn. What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say? Oh my gosh. What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? Spirit? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn, Spirit? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn, Spirit? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn, Spirit? What does Capricorn's person want to say? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What kind of messages we have for Capricorn from their person? What messages do we have from Capricorn for their person? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn? All right. All right, let's see what we got. So, for the messages from your person, whoever this is, okay, whoever you're dealing with, and honestly, with this rest and recovery after heartbreak and what was lost, somebody made a mistake here, okay? Either it's you or your person. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's in the reverse, go ahead and reverse it, okay? I don't want to know. I see my life differently now. I see life differently now. Not just my life, but I see life differently now. I don't want to know. I wonder how you feel. I am waiting patiently. Whoever this is waiting for you to do the work and get it together. They are so confused about how you feel. They are looking at life very differently now, and they almost don't even want to know. They're afraid of what you're going to say. So there's a lot of uncertainty here, a lot of confusion with your person. They're lost. They're waiting on you. They are changing their perspective. They're doing their work, and they're hoping you come to them when you're done. All right. Now we have angel advice, angel number 1441 for unique skills. All right. It says life goals, purpose, mastery, integrity, career growth. I keep messing up that word in everyone's reading, okay? I did Taurus and Virgo yesterday, and I messed up that word in both of those. It's so interesting. Growth keeps coming up on these cards. All right, so let's see. Important projects. This is a time for intense self-development. I shit you not. I can't make this shit up. Every single time I do a reading, it's absolutely amazing to me that everything connects. Spirit really, like, Spirit don't play, okay? Spirit really doesn't play. So this is a time for intense self-development, okay? Rest and recovery, self-development, realizing what was lost, what was done wrong, death, ego death, right? So focus on refining your craft. Here we see teamwork and collaboration in the future. So obviously the rest and recovery, we need to focus on ourselves, heal ourselves, and perfect our craft, okay? You already have everything you need to succeed, but consistent practice will make you a true master. Use this time to align with your purpose and level up in your career or business. It's time to prioritize growth and achievement. Stop staying stagnant. Stop ignoring the issues with your ego that need to die, okay? We need to stop holding on to things. We need to let go through rest and recovery after heartbreak, and then we can come here, okay? So there's that one. Then we have angel number 666, which is interesting. Reflect, healing, empathy, self-discovery, compassion, awareness, inner peace. Now, what I find interesting about this card coming out in your reading is we've got the death card right here. And I mean, oftentimes, you know, people think death and devil, blah, blah, blah. And we got 666. So I relate this to the devil card, and I really feel like you've got some toxic attachments here that are helping you to ignore the ego that needs to die. All right? That's what this is telling me. You need to reflect on the things that are going on in your life, the attachments that you have to people in your life, things, places, jobs. You really need to do some self-reflection. You know, you need to go internally, become that hermit card, okay? And just make sure that you're seeking out your inner peace, and you need to discover yourself, okay? This card says, unexpected changes are on the horizon. I told you, you have beauty coming in the future, okay? Challenging your thoughts and feelings. This is a prime opportunity to reassess your identity, embrace a mindset shift, opt for optimism, confidence, and trust. Listening to your intuition and understanding your emotions are key to your growth and evolution. So if you don't make the ego die, rest and recover after heartbreak, then we are never going to get here. Never. You cannot keep ignoring it. You cannot keep ignoring it. You need to do some self-discovery. You need to do self-reflection. You need to assess your life. You need to kind of figure out, you know, what is serving you and what is not, okay? And the last angel message advice is karma, 888, okay? Balance, prosperity, success, wealth, cycles, cause and effect, and gratitude. Abundance is on the way. What I tell you, this is new creations. This is collaborating with people. This is teamwork. This is community, right? So abundance is on the way, and it extends beyond just financial wealth. This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, they may not be there tomorrow, which is really interesting that this card says that, because one of the videos I was watching to tap into your energy, Capricorn, was about how you guys sometimes focus too much on your careers and your goals as far as your passion and your drive. And I think I just want to fix that because it's driving me crazy that they're all crooked. But geez, look, these slippery cards, they don't make for adjustments well. So I want to make sure you guys understand that you got to stop going through these cycles. You got to let go of the toxicity. You got to let go of what happened. you got to let go of that ego. That way you can rest and recover from the heartbreak, and you can move into this beautiful future you're going to have. The rest of this card says, take responsibility for your actions and use this awareness to unlock your greatest potential. There is beautiful things in the future. If you will do the work, let go of break the mental chains, take care of your abandonment issues, take care of, heal, do the healing work you need to do, rest and recover, let go, let the ego die. The ego is not serving you anymore. Those toxic attachments, they are not serving you anymore. That toxic mindset you have, it's not serving you anymore. Yes, those childhood traumas, the things we store, the subconscious limiting beliefs that we have in our victim mindset, those protect us as we're children. But as an adult, it's time to let that the fuck go. Let it the fuck go. Are you drinking in excess? Are you hanging out with people you know don't serve your highest good? Are you doing things that you shouldn't? Are you making poor choices? You need to do some healing work and introspection and assess your life and see what is no longer working for your benefit. What is it that's working against you and what is actually working for you? Okay? And so I really want you to heed what I'm telling you, Capricorn, and do the work. It will be worth it. You will benefit from it in the future. But it's going to be hard work. It's not easy. It's not all just resting and peaceful. You got to really dig. You got to journal. You've got to do some assessing of your life and figure out what's working and what's not, okay? And so this was your general reading for the week of October 26th through November 1st. I want to thank you, my Capricorn collective, for hanging out with me today. I think this was a promising reading for you. Even though we've got some negative things happening in the past and the present, we've got a beautiful future, okay? So focus on the future, focus on yourself, heal, really do the work. Because if not, you're going to keep going through these cycles, okay? These karmic cycles, we're going to keep going through them until we learn the lessons, all right? And you don't want to come back in your next life to learn the things you didn't learn in this one, right? All right. So go forth in love and light, my dear Capricorn collective. We're going to have some big things coming in the future for this channel. I'm really excited about what the future holds for all of us together in this beautiful healing journey through life. And I'm completely here for every single one of you. Please comment below if this resonated with you. Please let me know what you're experiencing out there. And, I would love to connect with all of you and be able to guide you with the experiences I've been through and through the messages that Spirit gives me. And let's rock out on this journey together. Keep in mind, this is my only account. Okay, so if somebody messages you or responds to a comment, if it's not my verified channel, then it's not me. Okay, don't fall for the foolery. Now, the other thing I want to say is please like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? I really want to build a beautiful community here with you guys. And I will start making shorts, and I'll probably be posting them on TikTok and Insta and all, that kind of stuff. So, hopefully we can just rock out on this journey called life together and survive it together. So this was the Charted Path Tarot. And I just want to thank you all for being here, and let's enjoy this journey called life together, okay? Go forth in peace, love, and lights. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.